I got digital dash, came right with a op. I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I float it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds for 2K to finally fix their servers. I would not risk it. Yo, what's up to YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in a bit with yet another banger. And today I got you with the GOAT build of NBA 2K21. This build is going to change the game. This build is going to be able to do everything. It's going to be a big man. It's going to be a guard. It's going to be able to speed boost, dunk, do everything that you want to do on this build. And now people are actually starting to be able to shoot on builds like this. This is going to be similar to like the play glass from last year. But yeah, in a game like this, it's going to be extremely game changing. It's going to be the post Playmaker build. Now, one thing I want to say off the rip, a lot of people have been saying, like, they've been dropping videos and saying like it's so easy to shoot, but every single time I see people with this build, the build is low-key trash. I ain't gonna lie. Today I got y'all with a build that's actually going to be dominant on shooting, you know what I'm saying, finishing and defense. It's gonna have badges for shooting, all that. I'll see a lot of people will be having these builds and they don't even have but one shooting badge. You need at least 6 so you can get range extended and heights 100, because I realistically actually know how many badges you need on non-shooting builds to be able to shoot on these builds. But yeah, I got y'all with this build. I'm gonna show multiple different versions, so in case you don't like the main version I show you guys, you can go and make the other versions. But yeah, I'm gonna also be dropping some other lit build videos after Banger Week. So if you guys want more videos like this, all you gotta do is like, smash, and destroy the like button. Hit that sub button. Subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 100K, so I really would appreciate it. But yeah, man, without further ado, no more talking. Let's go ahead, hop straight into it. Alright, so first things first, when it comes to making this build, we're going to be at the power forward position. Alright, next is going to be the skill breakdown, where you're going to be going for your pie charts, where you're going to be able to get your Hall of Fame badges and your max caps for your attributes. So, when it comes to this build, it's really similar to the two-way slashing Playmaker and the Playmaking glass cleaner from last year. I might actually drop a video on remaking Playmaking glass cleaner in the future. If you guys want me to do that, I can do that. Just go ahead and leave a like. But yeah, this is going to be getting you Playmaking and defensive Hall of Fame badges. And yeah, this is the pie chart we're gonna go with for this build. Alright, next for the physicals, you got two options that you can realistically use. You can go with the speed pie chart. If you want to be as fast as possible and have 99 speed on this build, there's no other way to have 99 speed on this build, or like a 98. So you might want to go with speed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the speed vert, so I can have speed, acceleration, and vertical, because as a big man, you do need that vertical. It's going to take a hit of 3 or 4 on speed, where you're going to still be able to have like a 94, 95 speed instead of having that 98 or 99 speed. So it's really up to you. I went speed vertical. If you want to be able to be a little bit faster, go with speed pie chart. And alright, next is the attributes. So for the attributes, I actually have a couple different ways to make this build. So let's go ahead and hop straight to that. So for the first way, this is the main way of how I would make it if I was making this build. So this is going to be the 8 finishing, 6 shooting, 19 playmaking, and 20 defensive. This is going to be like the main way a lot more people will probably want to make it. So usually the difference between my build and what other people do, they have 1 shooting and they end up going for more on defense. Now for defense, you're not gonna have a steal or perimeter defense. Perimeter defense is how you get shot contests on the perimeter, and then steals is how you be in the passing lanes. You're gonna have 20 defensive, you're gonna have lateral quickness, interior defense, block, offensive rebound, and defense rebound all being max. And then for the playmaking, you're gonna pretty much have ball handle, pass accuracy both being maxed, then the post moves to a 72. Then for the shooting, you're gonna have 6 badge grades. That's gonna be able to get you Hall of Fame, or not Hall of Fame, but gold, heights 100, and range extender. The 2 best shooting badges and the only 2 shooting badges you need on a build like this. As long as you get those 2 builds, you pretty much can shoot really consistently. Maybe not as consistently on the 3-point line as you want, but definitely on the mid-range, 100%. Then when it comes to the finishing, you're gonna have 8 finishing badges, so you can get showtime, you can get contact finisher easily, and then you have 2 badges left over. So yeah, you're gonna be able to have the driving dunk, driving layup, and close shot. The only hole about this build, standing dunk is not as high as I would want it, and the steal or maybe perimeter defense. I don't even really matter about the perimeter defense on this build. I really would more want the steal so I can be in them lanes as much as possible. But yeah, You know what I'm saying? You put interceptor on, you can kind of make over with that if you just put that to like Hall of Fame. But if you don't feel like you have enough badges, that might also be hard. All right, for the next build, this is more for like people that want to play more as a big man. So as a big man, instead of having 19 playmaking, you now have 12, but instead of having like 8 finishing, you now have 11, because now you have a standing dunk. So with that standing dunk, you have a max pretty much everything on finishing. Close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk. Then when it comes to the 6 shooting, still gonna be able to get the hot zone 100 and range extender. Then when it comes to the playmaking, you're gonna get 12. So you can be still get like badges like floor general, quick first step, and all those type of badges that you would really want. That's one thing that makes this build really good. You can get floor general, so you can help all your teammates. Really overpowered to have. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, interior defense, lateral quickness, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound. All that is up. A lot of those is max. The only one that's not max is lateral quickness, but that was the only thing we put up besides that. So yeah, that got you 19. Instead of having 20, you now have 19. So you pretty much took a hit on everything except for shooting and finishing. You got a little bit extra finishing. So for the people that want to have standing dunk on this build, that's kind of like the best way to be able to make it and still be able to shoot. If you don't want to be able to shoot, I'm gonna drop a video on the glass cleaner build. A lot of people see that me use that build. I use it at the park. I use it sometimes at the sub sessions. It's a really good build to help your teammates, but it's really like, if you want to make a real big man build, I'm gonna be dropping a video on that very soon. So yeah. And all right, last but not least, this is going to be more of the defensive type of build. So you're gonna have 7 finishing, 6 shooting, 14 playmaking with 22 defensive. So this time you're gonna be able to have that max steal, lateral quickness, interior defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound. The perimeter defense is gonna be a little bit low. That's just gonna be for the shot contest. If you're in people's face, you're in people's face. You're still gonna get good shot contests, and you can put on badges like Intimidator to help your shot contest either way. But then you're still gonna have 14 playmaking. You're still gonna have the 6 shooting to be able to get the badges, and you're still gonna have 7 finishing, so you can get showtime and contact finisher, because this build does get contact dunks. So yeah, this is kind of more of if you want to make the first build, but you don't need that many playmaking and you want a steal rating. That's pretty much what this build is. The build in the middle was for people that want to make a playmaking glass, but really be more of a big man, because a lot of people like to play as the big man. This is going to kind of be like the 3rd on the 3s. It's going to be like this 2 on the 2s. So yeah, if you want to be able to play like that, the middle is going to be kind of better for you, because you're not going to have no standing dunk on this one or the first one. But yeah, this in my opinion could arguably be just even better than the first one. I just feel like the first one is just a little bit more balanced because you get more playmaking. But in my opinion, I don't know if you really necessarily need that many playmaking. But yeah. All right, next is going to be the height, weight, and wingspan, and the body type. So for the body type, that is completely up to you. When I made this build, I made it built. But if you want to be a big man, go burly. That's that simple. But for the height, I did go 6'7". Now, one thing I would say about this build, if you make it 6'7", your rebound's going to be a lot lower. Now, right here, it's going to show it a lot lower than what it actually going to be when you start doing the wingspan, because we're obviously going to go up in wingspan and stuff like that. But yeah, you just got to just stay tuned for that. But yeah, 6'7" is definitely the best build or height for this build, because you're going to be able to get the pro dribble moves at 99. You're going to be able to get contact dunks at 99. You're going to be able to get a lot of different things at 99 on this build. That's going to be very, very important. All right, next is the weight. So we did go down on the weight. We went to 191. So we're going to be able to have an 86 speed, 84 acceleration, and an 87 vertical. So at 99, what is that going to be? A 90 speed, 88 acceleration, and a 91 vertical. But if you get Gym Rat with +4 on top of that, that's 94 speed, that's 92 acceleration with a 95 vertical. So that all that is actually now crazy overpowered. So yeah. All right, the next is going to be the wingspan. So this is where we're going to be able to finally see what our max cap's going to be at 95. And then we can start talking about what our stuff's going to be at 99. So for that wingspan, it's pretty simple. We're going to go with 89-inch wingspan. That's literally max wingspan. So you're going to be able to see everything that you're going to be able to have for 95. And then we can just talk about what's going to be happening at 99. So at 99, this build's going to be able to get the contact dunks, because the driving dunk is up to an 85. So you're going to be able to get like the small, not the small, but the elite and the pro. Now, like I was saying, in the middle, if you wanted to standing dunk and be able to get the big man contact dunks, you had to go with standing dunk. That was the only one you could have did. But yeah, this build doesn't have a high enough standing dunk, so you're not going to really get the big man contact dunks on this version. But if you went with the middle, you could have all the contact dunks that you really could possibly have. But yeah, when it comes to like the defense, the lateral quickness is going to be all the way up to an 87. Your block is going to be up to a 78. Your offensive rebound is going to be up to a 78. Your defense rebound is going to be up to an 85. It's going to be a lot of different things going up. Most importantly, your mid-range and three-pointer is going to be at a 65 and a 72 respectively. You've seen a lot of people dropping videos on that 65 three-pointer, so you know it's possible. Three-point line, it's just not going to be consistent. It's just possible. Then when it comes to like the driving layup and close shot, you're going to have a 91 close shot, an 81 driving layup. So yeah, you're going to be able to unlock a lot of different layup packages at that 81. Another thing you can do, fun fact, if you don't want to do that, you're not going to be able to get as many finishing badges. If you don't want that driving layup to be as much, just go ahead, just max out the standing dunk. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of what people want to do, but that's just what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. If you want to change it from what I did and tune it a little bit, you can. That just was the best ways I could find. I even tried to find a better way to do it like that. It just never could come out the way I wanted it. But yeah, that's going to be the wingspan and our pretty much the most important attributes at 99. All right, and last but not least, now this actually might be the most important part of the video, because if you go wrong here, you can kind of mess up this build a little bit. Now, Glass Cleaner Takeover, I feel like a lot of people are gonna go with that, Glass Cleaner or Playmaker. But one thing that I would say, Glass Cleaner and Sharp are the only two takeovers that literally you have to go with that takeover to get specific plus 10s. Glass Cleaner, if you want to be able to get like plus 10 to both reboundings, or either one of the reboundings, you have to go with Glass Cleaner Takeover. Just like Sharp, if you want to be able to get plus to your three-pointer, you have to go with Sharp Take. One thing I would say about Glass Cleaner Takeover, you don't be able to even get plus 10 to your vertical and strength. You get that on slasher takeover, so you get big man things that you really need, and you also get things that you need as a guard, like plus 10 to your speed of ball. So yeah, it's really important, and you also get plus 10 to everything that you need inside. So that also makes this build even more overpowered. So say for instance, you are like last time, I didn't even really mention that, but you do get the Pro Drill moves at 99. So you're going to be able to have an 80 ball handle. This build's going to have a 94 speed. That's easily going to be at the highest tier speed boost. You're going to be able to have a plus 10 of speed ball with slasher takeover. And you're going to be able to get big man things for plus 10s in takeover. That's by far the best takeover. It's literally a double whammy. It's literally perfect for this build. So yeah, I'm going to go with slasher takeover. I wouldn't be mad or surprised if people go with Glass Cleaner and Playmaker. But yeah, I'm going to go with slasher. And yeah, the build comes out as a post Playmaker, similar to shades of Jason Tatum, Kyle Anderson, and Tobias Harris. All right, now hopping into the best badge setups for this build. So we got the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defenses to hop in. First things first, per usual, is the finishing. So for the finishing, we have 8 badge upgrades to work with. So it's very simple. Like I was saying the whole video, you're able to get contact finishing and showtime. This build gets contact dunks, and showtime is literally so overpowered. You know what I'm saying? You put on certain dunk packages to make that joint activate every single time. You're going to be helping your teammates get takeover as fast as possible. This is a build that's going to be able to have showtime, be able to help people get as many takeover as fast as possible, and for general, Hall of Fame. Very, very good. And yeah, also we have Lob City Finisher at silver. Bronze Lob City Finisher is actually one of the best badges in the game. But yeah, silver, we have it at silver because there's not really even a point of putting up anything else. We need to get that as high as possible because it's going to allow us to catch lobs at an even higher rate. So yeah, this build is going to be a lob catcher. It's going to be able to get contact dunks, and it also gets showtime. So yeah, that's the best finishing badge setup with this build. All right, next. Now, I dropped a whole video showing you guys how to shoot on non-jump shot shooting builds. I told you guys what the best jump shot was. So if you guys want to see that video, all you got to do is go down in the link in the description. I'm going to have that for y'all boys. But for the shooting badges that you need in this game, one reason why I feel like those builds that a lot of people show when it's post Playmakers is trash is because you only have one shooting badge. So you don't even be able to get Hot Zone Hunter and Range Extender, even if you want it both on bronze. You only have one, so you have to choose between each. Then after that, you don't even get it both to gold. You need both of them gold. If you want to be able to shoot consistently, even at the mid-range, you really need both of them gold, in my opinion. For regular people especially. So I'm gonna go with Hot Zone Hunter gold, Range Extender gold. Range Extender is going to be extending your range, making it that much easier to shoot within your range. Hot Zone Hunter, when you get Hot Zones, it's going to make it that much easier to shoot in those spots, get more greens. When you have Hot Zone Hunter on top of that, it's going to make your make percentage go up. And as your make percentage goes up, your green window gets bigger. So it's just going to make it that much easier to hit shots. Just that simple. So those two badges are the two best badges to hit shots, especially for low three-point shooting builds or low shooting builds. And yeah, it's just that simple. All right, next. Now, I feel like a lot of people could tune this a lot of different ways. Instead of having like handles for days and unpluckable, you can change that, but for sure you want to have floor general and quick first step. This is a big man build that can have floor general. That means that your guard don't have to use it, your lock don't have to use it. I don't know why your lock would have it, but yeah, you're going to be able to give your teammates +4 to all their offensive attributes. That is overpowered, especially at the big man build. That's why the big man build I'm going to post soon. I think that's going to be a really game-changing build also. But yeah, for right now, you want to go with Floor General Hall of Fame and Quick First Step. Quick First Step on this build does get the Pro Gym moves at 99. So if you want to be able to speed boost and stuff like that, you got that. If you want to go with Handles for Days and Unpluckable, you want to play more like a guard, you can do that. So you can have all that Hall of Fame and then have Dimer on gold. But if you want to go with badges like Break Starter, like Needle Threader, like downhill. A lot of these different badges that you want to choose, you can go with those two. But in my opinion, these are the best ones. Handle for days is going to cancel out the stamina issue. Unpluckable is just going to make it that much harder to get ripped. And it works really good on current gen in comparison to next gen. And then Dimer, really important badge to have to help your teammates hit even more shots. So if you're, say for instance, if you're icing with this build, you passing it to your teammates, it's gonna make it that much easier to shoot in those catch and shoot situations. And also if you're playing as a big man, you get the rebound, you pass it out to your teammate, it's gonna make it that much easier to shoot in catch and shoot situations. It's just that simple. So yeah, really good playmaking badge setup that you can do with this build. And there's a lot of different other badges you can even choose. And then last but not least is the defensive rebounding badge setup. So for me, what I did, since we had a low steal rating, I did go with gold interceptor. But if you want to do that, you can. But I feel like a lot more people, they're not even going to really care about interceptor not being maxed. We do have long wingspan, so they just going to try to play for tips, passes, and stuff like that. And if people throw like stupid scary, you can still steal that either way. So they're probably just going to put that to Hall of Fame intimidator. Or instead of going gold interceptor, you can put that to gold brick wall, so you can be able to set better screens. But we do have clamps on Hall of Fame chase down artist, Hall of Fame rim protector, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So it depends on how you're playing with these builds. So if you feel like you're not going to be setting screens, or you're playing like an ISO, or you're playing like with this build as like guard, you're not going to need brick wall. But if you're playing with this, like using this in like the blah build spot where you're pretty much like being like the person that sets screens, you're going to need brick wall. So I can see a lot of people needing that. But for what I did, I use it for people that's going to be using it like a guard, you know what I'm saying, like the ISO. So you're not going to need brick wall. You're going to have interceptors so that you can get them pass lanes as much as possible. With a build like this that has a low steal, you definitely need that. Then you have clamps to be able to play the best on-ball defense possible. If you feel like you don't really need that, you don't really need that, to be honest, because you're not going to be playing too much on-ball. It's going to help you get as many bumps as possible, but you don't necessarily need that. You might need Intimidator more than that, but yeah, I did put it on just in case, because me personally, on my big man build, I do run clamps. It's just that simple. I just do that. For my play style on defense, it works for me. But yeah, rebound chaser, that's going to help you get more rebounds. Chase down artist is going to help you get more chase down blocks. It's going to make you jump higher, run faster on these chase down block animations. And rim protector is going to help you get more blocks. It's going to help your teammates take over whenever you get a block. It's going to be doing a lot of different things in this game. It's going to unlock block animations. It's just going to be a lot. It's just going to be a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the best defensive badge in the game. And yeah, you definitely want to have that on. That's probably either the first or second badge I would put on as a defender, no matter what position I'm at. Almost, you know what I'm saying? Almost every single time. But I'm going clamps, then rim protector as a guard, or I'm going clamps, then rebound chaser as a big. But for sure, as a big is definitely the best one. But yeah, that's going to be the best post playmaker build in NBA 2K21. The GOAT build of NBA 2K21, that build is going to change the game. I'm saying it right now. It's going to change the game. So yeah, man, if you hip to it, you hip to it. It's just that simple. But yeah, man, that is going to be the video. If you haven't already, smash, break, and destroy the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We on that road to 100K. We've been going crazy all banger week. So if you haven't hit that sub button yet, what are you doing? It's just that simple. But yeah, it's your boy Fitz, man. Turn on post notifications. Share this video to anybody this will. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.